Excellent. So good morning, everyone. Welcome to Friday morning yoga. We are going to do a bit of yoga Pilates. We're just going to mix up a bit of Pilates into our practice this morning, and we're going to bring a bit of deep relaxation at the end. For any of you who haven't tried yoga Nidra before, it's really incredible and important deep rest for the system. When our bodies go into the parasympathetic mode, that's when our bodies can actually do all of its own healing. So it's an important place to be, and we will be going into some deep relaxation at the end. So without further ado, let's get started, and just coming down into your grounded seated pose. And I encourage you to put your cameras on if you can. It's always good. Come on, Jeff, I want to see you. Closing the eyes, nice straight spine, and start to connect with your breathing. So breathing deeply into the belly, inhaling through the nose, and exhaling, following the breath all the way out. And maybe as you inhale, you just feel the air brushing against your nostrils, and just focusing on that sensation as you inhale deeply. And exhale. One more deep inhale into the belly. And as you exhale, just dropping the shoulders a little bit more. Just becoming fully present in this moment. And acknowledging yourself, or bringing yourself to your practice today. Gently opening the eyes. And we're just going to do a little neck stretch. So the right arm comes up and over to the left ear, gently tipping the head to the right. And then just start to inhale deeply into that stretch. You can take the left arm out, maybe rotate it a little bit forward, a little bit back. Just find a nice juicy spot for your neck. And then inhaling. Exhale for one. Inhaling deeply. Exhaling for two. Inhaling. Exhale for three. Good job. Releasing the right hand. Left hand comes up and over. Right arm. Just find that nice juicy spot as the head tilts gently to the left. No forcing, no pushing. Just coming to that edge where your neck wants to be for this stretch. So deeply inhaling into that stretch. Inhale. Exhale one. Inhaling. Exhale for two. One more inhale. Exhale for three. Good job releasing that arm. And then we're just going to do a few little semicircles with the neck. So as we exhale, we're just bringing the neck round and down. As we inhale, bring it all the way back. Exhaling it all the way around. Inhaling it back. One more. Beautiful, just changing the direction now. Inhaling it back. Exhaling it forwards. One more. Beautiful. Coming back to center, just placing your hands on the knees, and we're gonna inhale as we push the chest forward and look up to the skies. It's like a little cat-cow, seated cat-cow. And we're gonna exhale as we tilt back. Just waking up the spine this morning, inhaling, exhaling, tilting it back. Beautiful, inhaling deep, exhaling it back. Inhaling it deep, and exhaling it back. Let's do one more big stretch. And exhale. Beautiful, and coming back to center. Let's just do a little bit of pranayama to wake up the nervous system, getting us ready for a bit more of an active practice this morning. So we'll do some Kapalabhati breath, skull shining breath. So it's just basically it's the same as breath of fire, which I think Billy's probably told you many times about. So we're going to inhale deeply into the belly, expanding this diaphragm, and then we're going to do forceful exhalations from the diaphragm as we exhale through the nose. So I'll just demonstrate. So inhaling deep, and then forceful exhalations from the belly. So we'll do this. We're going to do this for about 1 minute, and we're going to pause. We're going to do some breath holding. We'll do for another 2 rounds. So we'll do 3 rounds of about 1 minute. And this is what I call like a yogi cup of coffee. It's just waking up the system without the need for caffeine. Okay, so we're going to inhale deeply into the belly, inhaling deep, closing the eyes, and just have a light focus on the third eye as you do this. And we're exhaling forceful exhalations for 1 minute. Exhale all the air out and holding the breath out. When the desire is strong, just inhaling the breath all the way in and holding. Just expanding the whole lungs, inhaling deeply into every part of the lungs and just holding it there for as long as it's comfortable for you. Just keeping that light tension on the third eye. And when you're ready, you can start to just breathe normally. Just preparing yourself for the second round of Kapalabhati. So inhaling deep into the belly again for the second round, inhaling deep. And forceful exhalations for 1 minute. Let's go. Exhale all the air out, holding the breath out. Inhaling deeply and holding the breath in, filling up the lungs with air. Holding for as long as it's comfortable. Keeping the attention on the third eye, and when you're ready, just breathing normally, preparing for the third and final round. And see if you can keep that focus on that third eye, that space of intuition. Really important space to be aware of in our lives. And when you're ready, breathing deeply into the belly, inhaling deep. And final round, forceful exhalations, let's go. Exhale all the air out, hold the breath out. Keeping that focus on the third eye, and when you're ready, you can inhale and hold the breath in. And when the desire is strong but not forced, just starting to breathe normally again. And just noticing, before we open the eyes, just noticing if the body feels any different from before the breath. Is there more space? Is there more silence? Is there more prana, life force in the body? Just checking in. There might not be, but just checking in and acknowledging and feeling that in your own body. Beautiful, and then gently opening the eyes when you're ready. Let's stretch out these legs. So bringing the legs out in front of you and just giving them a little bit of a shake, a little bit of a rub, just waking them up this morning. And then we'll just do some little ankle circles. So just circling the ankles all the way outwards in one direction. And then changing the direction, bringing them inwards, and then let's bring the wrists in. So let's circle the wrists in one direction and then the other direction. Beautiful. Little warm up for the wrists. And when you're ready, coming onto your hands and knees. And we can just make some nice big warm up for the hips. So let's just bring the hips all the way forwards in a circle, little figure of 8 coming forwards and coming all the way back. So let's bring this figure of 8 like really as wide as we can. Just getting into all the little nooks and crannies in the hips. Just bringing some juice where it's needed into those hip joints. Good job. Awesome. And then just reversing the direction of the figure of 8. Doesn't really have to look pretty. It's just really about getting it to this point of, yes, my hips are juicy. They've got lots of space to move around. And this is how we avoid, hip operations, these things that we can avoid in our life. So just let's do one more big figure of 8, just however you want to move. Beautiful. And then coming back into a child's position, just have your knees nice and wide for this first one. Forehead on the floor, grounding down with the hands. Just start to tune in with the breath. Plug the little pinky fingers down on the outside edge. Just feel that lovely outside edge stretch. All the way from your pinky fingers, all the way up to your shoulders and down your back. And just breathing here for 3 deep breaths so you can keep this nice and active. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Great job. Now coming up back onto your all fours. This time we're just going to tip all the way forwards. So we're coming into kind of a little cobra and seeing how far the feet can come in to meet the back. And then just moving back into the child's pose. It's like a little kind of somatic, just movement practice for the spine. And if this is tough on your knees, you can double up your mat to make it a bit easier on your knees. But as we come up, we inhale, we open the chest, we look up. As we exhale, we come all the way back. Let's do that again, coming up, looking up and exhaling it all the way back. One more. All the way up and all the way back. Beautiful. And then transitioning to your first downward dog. So you want about a hip's distance between the feet and just opening out the shoulders, nice wide shoulders, plugging down the hands, looking to the belly, inhaling. Exhaling for 1. Inhale. Exhale for 2. Inhale. Exhale for 3, walking the hands towards the feet. And dangling down in your fold, just grabbing opposite elbows and just rocking gently from side to side. Good job. And relaxing the arms down and then just slowly rolling through the spine, vertebra by vertebra. Just stacking one on top of the other until you come up to standing. Beautiful. Let's do a little bit of core work standing up. So, yeah, you're gonna have to listen to my instructions so I know you can't see all of my feet. Okay, so placing the hands onto the hips. We're gonna take out the right foot out to the front, pointing the toe like a ballerina, and we're just gonna pulse it for 10 counts forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Then bringing it in, flexing the foot this time and bring it out to the side. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bringing it in and bring it all the way to the back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. And bring it back in. This time we kick it across the front like a football. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great job. So the whole point of this is that we're tuning in with our center line of balance. So we want to see if we can keep this whole part of our body completely still as we do this exercise. And we're really working on the core and the balance simultaneously in this one. So let's change feet. So the left foot comes out to the front, pulsing for 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Bringing it in and out to the side with a flexed foot. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Bringing it in and out to the back, pulsing 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. And bringing it in and kicking it across the body. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Good job. And if you lose your balance, just have a laugh about it and come back to start again, because it is very normal the first time you do this exercise to lose your balance. So let's do this again on both sides. Right foot comes out to the front, pointed toe for 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Flexing the foot coming out to the side. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Bringing it in and to the back. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And bring it in, kicking it across the body. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Beautiful. And bring it back in. Let's take the left foot, bring it out to the front. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring it in and out to the side. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Bring it in and out to the back. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Bring it in and kicking it across the body. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. Good job. Okay, let's come to the front of our mats for a nice sun salute. So bring the hands to prayer position, closing the eyes for a moment, just tuning in with the body, and maybe you're going to set an intention for the day. Just choosing a word now to like sum up what you want to bring into your day, and then just vibrating it through your body. It could be anything. And just feeling it in the heart space, feeling it in every cell of your being, like you can embody this quality for the day. Amazing. Gently opening your eyes, and on the next inhale, bring the prayer all the way up, arch back. Exhale, coming all the way forwards. Inhale, halfway up, straight spine. Exhale, fold, and then we're going to step or jump back into our plank position. 3 breaths here, looking forward, tucking the bum under, broadening the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Lowering the knees, chest and chin, elbows in as you come down. Snaking forwards and up for baby cobra. Exhaling it back down, tucking the toes under, bringing your seat back to your heels, forward child's pose. And then coming back up to our four-legged stance. Do a bit more core work in this position. So from here, we want the wrists stacked directly below the shoulders, knees stacked directly below the hips. Just check in that that's where you're at. And from here, we're going to lift the right arm and left leg simultaneously as we inhale. And then we're going to pulse at the top. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then exhale, bring it back down. And inhaling, yes, you guessed it, the left arm and right leg. So pulsing at the top. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. And exhaling it back down. Inhaling again, the opposite side. Pulsing at the top. Remembering to breathe. Exhaling it back down. Other side. Exhale it back down. Let's do 2 more on each side. Inhale as it comes up. Pulsing at the top. Exhale it back down. Last one on each side. One more. Beautiful. Okay, coming up onto your knees, we're just going to do a little heart opener. So placing the hands on either side of the spine, lower spine. We're going to do a couple of camels here. So just going to inhale deep into the belly. And exhale, just allowing the head and neck to go back. Just gently tilting the spine all the way back. When you're where you want to be, just breathing here for 3 deep breaths. And the next inhale coming all the way up. Beautiful. And then we're going to go into a little foot stretch while we're here. So we're just going to tuck these toes under. See if you can just tuck this little pinky toe forwards, because mine always sneaks back when I do this. So just tuck them forwards. And then you're just going to sit back onto your heels. Bring your hands into prayer and breathe here into this foot stretch. For some people, this is quite an extreme stretch. It is so important, to look after the feet because, we're on them all the time. So let's just breathe into the feet for a couple more breaths. Good job. Then coming all the way up. Just coming forward, and you can just tap the front of the feet onto the mat to just kind of wake them up a bit, bring them back into that position, and we're going to do our second camel and foot stretch. We'll just do that again. So either side of the spine with the hands, inhaling deeply, exhaling, coming all the way back. And if it's available to you, you can reach for the heels. If not, just stay where you are, breathing deep for 3 breaths. Bringing one hand up, then the other hand up, coming all the way up. Good job. And then just sitting back onto your heels for another little foot stretch, adjusting the toes. Hands to prayer, closing the eyes, see if you can be in stillness in this posture. So for 3 deep breaths. Beautiful. Coming all the way forwards again, just tapping out the feet. Give a little wake up, and then we can tuck the toes under, coming back to our downward dog again. And just coming into the stretch for 3 deep breaths, looking to the belly. With every exhale, just seeing if you can get those heels a little further to the floor. Exhaling, plugging those hands down. And breathing into the hamstring to the last breath here. Walking the hands again back towards the feet. Coming into Padahastasana, hand to foot pose. So hands come underneath the feet. Toes at the wrist crease. Relax the head and neck. Nod the head for yes. Shake the head for no. And just breathing deep into the hamstrings. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3, releasing the hands and rolling very gently and slowly up through the spine, stacking one vertebra on top of the other. Last thing to come up is the head. Beautiful. Amazing, guys. I don't know where we're at. Okay. Let's do a few balancing poses. Oh, Lynn, you're raising a hand. Do you have a question? No, you're just doing it for fun. Okay, cool. Awesome. All right, so coming to our standing pose, and let's just ground down in the feet, close the eyes and feel into the feet. So just feel into like all 4 corners of the feet, and I want to invite you to just gently tip to one diagonal corner, bring your balance into that corner, then gently tip back into the back, and then around, so like you're kind of doing a little circle of balance around all 4 corners of the feet. Isn't that interesting with the eyes closed? Let's do it the other way around, just balancing into one diagonal edge, back into the other, and around to the other side, like kind of, I think we're going clockwise now. And back to the front. And then coming back into your center point again, just imagining you've got roots growing out from your feet. And just feeling yourself so grounded and connecting with the earth, with Mother Gaia. This morning, just feeling super connected and grounded. Beautiful, gently flickering the eyes open. And we are going to come up into our tree position. So just finding a little point in front of you, maybe 1 meter or 2 away in front of you, that you can look at to keep your balance, finding that point, bringing the foot up, and you can have it below the knee or above the knee. Both are totally valid. So, and then bringing your hands to prayer position, just breathing here. You can actively open out the leg, so you can have the glutes activated in this position. And then as you inhale, bringing the prayer all the way up, opening out the arms, opening out your branches, breathing here.
Maybe just playing with coming up onto your toes. Just having a little play with that. Whee! Good stuff. Okay, good stuff. Okay, and then we're going to come down. We're going to bring our 2 index fingers and hook the big toe if you can. Bring it out to the front. Couple of breaths here into the hamstrings. Have fun with it. And then you can just hold it up there if you're not hooking it. That's totally fine. Opening it out to the side for a couple of breaths. And then we're just going to come into our dancer pose at the back. So just tipping your weight forward. You can kick the leg back to bring yourself further forward into dancer. Woohoo! Beautiful. And then let's come back to the side, picking that toe again for a couple of breaths. Good stuff. Bring it to the front. Bring it back into our starting position. Hands to prayer. Breathing deep into the belly. And gently lowering the foot back down. Good job. We're going to do it on the other side. Okay, so bringing the left foot all the way up, wherever it wants to go. Couple of breaths here, finding that fixed point. Always looking to find that balance in life. Taking the 2 index fingers coming out to the front. Out to the side. Bring it to the back, the dancer. Kicking that back leg back. Woo! See, you can't put your foot down. Bring it out to the side again. Couple of breaths here. Bring it to the front. Breathing deep. And back into our starting position. You can do a big sigh as well, is always good. Just having fun with it and lowering with grace and ease. Well done, guys, for having a go. Good stuff. Really awesome. All right, coming to the front of the mat. Hands to prayer again. Tuning in with the body. We're going to inhale the prayer all the way up, arching back. Exhale, folding all the way forwards. Inhale, halfway straight spine. Exhale, folding. And then inhale, stepping or jumping all the way back to plank. Three breaths here. Good job, lowering the knees, chest and chin, elbows in as you come down. Snaking forwards and up for baby cobra, look up. Exhale it back down. Good job. Okay, now we're going to come onto our seat. Do a little bit more ab work. Or ab play. Let's call it ab play. It makes it much more appealing, doesn't it? So coming onto your seat bones, placing the hands behind the knees, and we can bring the legs up like this. And if it's workable for you, just bring the arms all the way out into a kind of V shape here. And breathing here for 3 deep breaths. Opening your heart. Good stuff. Okay, bring them back down. We're going to come to lying down. So just placing your feet as close as you can get to your hips, with them being grounded on the floor. And then rolling down onto your back. And from here, we're just going to tap each side of our foot. So we can do little taps on each side of our foot. So tapping the right, tapping the left, like this. We're going to go for 20, 10 on each side. Good job. And then coming back down. Woo. Nice one. And then you can just peel the spine up and then peel it back down onto the mat. Okay, from here, we're going to lift up and we're just going to do some pulsing about halfway up. So we're pulsing the hands in a V shape, palms facing down for 10, and then placing the palms facing up for 10, placing them down for 10, and placing them up for 10. Good job, and then rolling all the way down. And should we bring let's bring the knees in. So just bring the knees in, give them a hug. Just do a little rock from side to side. And just preparing yourself for the second round. We're going to do the same thing again. So placing the feet back down and getting ready to do the touch on the side. So 10 on each side. We're just touching the hand to the foot. So touching one side, then the other. Good job, rolling all the way back down. You can close the eyes for a moment. And just remembering like the core and the center, the solar plexus in yoga, that's where all our willpower comes from. So it's really great when we work on the abs, we're kind of working on our willpower in life, which is always helpful, always needed in many areas. So we're going to come up halfway again. We're going to do the pulsing. So we're pulsing with the palms facing down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Palms facing up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Face them down for 10. Up for 10. Let's do one more like this, palms facing down. And up. Good job, rolling all the way back down. And this time you can place your hands out to either side. You can either have them completely wide in a T shape or in a cactus shape if you are in a small room like me. And we're just going to allow the feet to, the knees to flop over to one side. Just check that the feet are about hip distance apart. And then you're just going to allow the knees to flop over to one side and maybe looking to the other side. Just feeling a lovely stretch in the side body here, breathing into that stretch. Knees coming all the way up and all the way over to the other side. Just head facing the opposite direction. 3 deep breaths. Coming up to center, and then we're going to start preparing for our yoga and Nidra. So just relaxing out the legs, and we're going to tense the whole body in Shavasana. So I want you to clench your fists, clench your feet, clench your thighs, your butt, everything. Just clench, 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 really, really tight. Clench it, clench, 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 clench. Nice and tight. And then when you're ready, relax everything. And we're going to do the same thing again. This time I want you to screw up all the muscles in your face. So we're going to tense everything, tense the hands, the feet, everything. Tense, 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 and relax. And then one more. Just tensing everything. Tense, 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 and relax. Beautiful. And just relaxing the whole body now, allowing the whole body to sink into the earth. And we're going to stay conscious while we relax the whole energy system of the body and going into parasympathetic mode. So you're going to relax the toes, relax the feet and the ankles, relax the calves and the knees, relax the thighs, the hips, relax the tummy and the chest. Relax the shoulders and the arms. Relax the wrists and the hands. Relax the neck and the head. Relax the eyes and the eye sockets. Relax the tongue and the mouth. Just relax the whole body. Allowing your whole body to be supported by the earth, by Mother Gaia. Just connecting with your third eye, with your breathing. Maybe just taking a moment to acknowledge yourself for coming to practice today. Just take a moment to feel good about that and let the system feel that gratitude. Now we're going to just allow the body to rest while we take a little journey outside. So just going to allow our spirit, our soul to just float up above our body, just floating up to the ceiling, just gently floating. You can take a look down and see your body lying and relaxing on the floor. Just noticing everything in the room,
Noticing everything around. And gently floating up. Now floating up above the building. Starting to float up above the building, seeing the rooftop of the building below you. Seeing everything around. Maybe looking across the rooftops. And start to become even lighter and floating up, up, up. Floating up. And you can start to see the whole town. The whole town, where all the buildings are. Maybe you can see some surrounding nature, some water, some mountains. Just appreciating everything you can see from this viewpoint, and noticing how wonderful it is to look from a different viewpoint. Now you're becoming even lighter, you're floating up, 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 floating up so far that now you can see the whole country. The whole country. Your town is just a tiny speck now. We're going to zoom out even more. We're going to zoom out, going outside of the atmosphere, into space, and we can start to see the whole planet. And just notice all the colors, all the movement on the planet that you can see, the movement of the atmosphere. And zooming out again, I'm going to zoom out far, far, far away. Now we can see our whole solar system. Our planet is just a tiny speck in that solar system. And notice this feeling of being in touch with the universe, being in touch with everything on it. Just this relaxation in the body. This lightness. Now we're going to make our journey back. Zoom by zoom. So first we're going to zoom in, and zoom back into the planet. See the whole planet. Just thanking it for this amazing experience. Feeling grateful. Zooming in again. You can see our country again. All the lines, all the outlines. all the textures of the land, the sea. And zooming in again, we can start to see the whole town again. The mountains and the earth, the water. Buildings, and you see the little cars driving along the streets. Zooming in again now, we can come to the top of the building where you are. Just noticing the little details. And going back through the building now to the top of the ceiling, back into the room. And seeing your body below you again in relaxation. Seeing all the details of the room and just letting your body know that you're about to come back into it now. And when you're ready, just allowing your soul or spirit to re-enter your body and re-inhabit your body. Maybe you feel some gratitude for this amazing body, this amazing piece of machinery that we have been gifted for our spirit and our soul to inhabit and enjoy the playfulness of being alive at every moment. Maybe just making a little promise to yourself to bring that playfulness into your life today as much as you can. When you're ready, just start to wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. Just coming back into the body completely now. Maybe you want to bring your arms up overhead. Make a nice long stretch from your hands all the way down to your toes. And coming all the way up, maybe with your eyes closed if you can. To a comfortable seated position. A nice straight spine. And just notice how your body's feeling now compared to when you started the class. And to finish, we're going to do 3 inhales and exhalations. On the last exhalation, we will chant Om. So we're going to inhale through the nose, exhale audibly through the mouth. So inhaling deep into the belly. Exhale, making a lovely noise as we exhale, inhaling deep through the nose. Exhale, just letting out anything that needs to come out of the body. Last one, inhale for Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring the hands to prayer at heart center, bowing down to give thanks to the earth. Namaste, everyone. Thank you for joining this morning.
Oh, I think I've got a call coming in. Sorry, that's my just end the recording.